everyone! Wait, let me turn this off. Ooh. Hello everyone! So, I didn't know you guys were stopping by my video. So right now, it is the heat of summer. And if you didn't notice by my super cute fan, the summer season is now here! I don't know if you guys have ever been to Korea during the summer, but I did. I can tell you it was hot. It was very hot. Coming from a tropical country myself in the Philippines, there wasn't really much of a difference, but I think it's just I expected a different kind of temperature because I went to a different country. You know, but next time, I think I should plan my trips properly. So that is partly why I'm doing this video right now. So if you guys want to check more, you can check up the cards up there because I do have so much content on this. But I'm going to be talking about idols and summer activities. So summer in Korea is probably one of the hottest seasons that they have. It's only 2 seasons. It's either very hot and humid or very wet. And that's because it rains quite a lot. The temperature there ranges from 23 degrees Celsius up to around 30 degrees Celsius. You can get a whole range of different seasons when you're there. Summer might not be the best time to go. However, if you want to experience a lot of different activities, especially during the summertime and you have no other, time to go visit but summer, there's still quite a lot of things to do, and that's what we're going to be talking about today. So if you guys are K-pop fans, you already know that your favorite idols, or not just idols, maybe your favorite actors or variety shows, they always have a segment on summer. There is just so many things that you can do. Like if you're limited to the city, sure, you may have some things you cannot do. That's why we're going to be venturing forth outside of Seoul so that you can check out the different activities that they have there. These summer activities you can see on their variety shows which they have on their YouTube channels, maybe their Instagram stories or their posts, because sometimes they do go out with not just their idol members, they go out with friends and family. First off, we have water sports. So if you guys are, into adrenaline activities, those really high energy stuff, then water sports may be for you. Why? Because that entails a lot of energy and it is very, very hard, but it is fun. Don't get me wrong. Personally, my favorite water sports that I like to do is jet skiing, inflatables, like you hold on and then a boat will take you around. I also like doing the inflatable parks. So in my country, there's a lot of these water sports because my country has a lot of islands. So when you go to the beach, they have this. This is something I'm very familiar with, and it's just very fun to see a different side of your favorite idols or a different side of Korea. Water sports areas, there are a lot of these. I'll list down the number of things that you can do here. So what you can do there is, apart from the floating playground, there are jet skis, inflatable rides, windsurfing, kayaking, and wakeboarding, and so much more. Usually, they have these on beaches, but more often than not, they have this on lakes and rivers. Around there are resorts. So some of the idols that I think, if you have been watching a lot of variety shows, the most recent I watched was Going 17 when they went to TTT. So that's like their fun, no script kind of thing, and they did water sports. Apart from that, there's also Treasure, where they did that as well for their content. There are a lot of other idols who love doing water sports, like extreme sports. This is really extreme because it takes a toll on your body. So some idols that like doing this is Key from SHINee and Minho. And then there is also Taekyeon of 2PM. There is also B2B. Piniel, he loves to do this, and he even mentioned it on one of their shows in their podcast. So if you guys love to do water sports, I think it's really fun. Even for a first timer, it's still so much fun, especially when you get to do it with your friends. Second thing to do when you are in Korea during summer festivals. So this is very, very different from what I'll be talking about later on. But summer festivals are very unique to the summertime, and you can only find this in Korea. Each country has their own kind of, festival. We have a beer festival. We also have music festivals and on the beach, like beach festivals and stuff like that. Very first one that I would say is very unique to Korea is the Boryong Mud Festival. So I'll show you clips here. So the Boryong Mud Festival happens, especially during the summertime, and it happens where people go to the beach. It's a beach area usually, full of mud. It's mud. And this mud is actually quite good for your skin. And it's just very fun because there's like inflatables, there's tug of war, there are competitions, there are races. Of course, you're drinking and having fun with your friends, and that is part of it. And you'll definitely go home full of mud, but with great skin after. So I think that is one of the activities I definitely want to try when I have a chance to go there during the summer. The second one would be the Daegu Chimek Festival. So if you're someone who enjoys beer and enjoys, snacking, and that is your favorite pastime, then this is probably the thing for you. And apart from performances, you get to drink with your friends and maybe, I think, perhaps try different brews or different brands. So that is something that is very unique. And especially, you cannot eat beer in Korea without chicken. So that's why they call it chimek, because chicken and mekju, so chicken and beer. One of the other festivals that is very fun is called the Water Gun Festival. If you've been into K-music, K-R&B, K-hip-hop long enough to know, you know that there is this festival called the Water Festival. And this is what happens during summer. This is when your favorite idols perform on stage and people go there to get wet. Literally, you can bring a water gun and just wet everyone, and no one is going to hold it against you because they're probably gonna do it to you too. I know there's so many to list. I just listed down a few. A lot of idols who have like viral videos or they probably performed this there. So a few idols who have performed there: Sunmi, Hyuna, lately G idols. So there's the Street Woman Fighter cast. So like groups like La Chica, they were there. There's also J Park. There's a lot of hip hop artists as well. Blackpink, I think, did go there before. One of my favorite idol groups, Astro, they did go to perform as well. So it is just really a fun summer time. Of course, people are more like in like bikinis and like clothes that they can get wet in, and it's just very fun. You're like going back to being a kid and listening to music and having great food at the same time. Don't miss out on the festivals because it's very, very unique to Korea. Next up, one of the things I really, really enjoy about Korea is their number of parks. When I say parks, I don't just mean normal parks that you see. I mean like theme parks and water parks. So water parks that I'm going to be talking about now is very different from water sports. So water parks are actually attractions that people go to, and of course there are water attractions though. So there are those slides, there is a wave pool, all those other things that are very unique to water park. But I'll only mention a few. So one of the more popular ones are the Caribbean Bay, the Gimhae Lotte Water Park. Then there's the Vivaldi Park Ocean World. These are some of the places where you can go have fun in the sun, especially with family and friends. So a lot of idols and variety shows do have this. They go there to film content or like shows, especially like Running Man. I remember they did film like an episode when they were there. So it's just really fun. And recently 17 also filmed in a water park, an indoor water park. But they did do that. The next one is probably one of the most popular thing, and personally I really enjoy going here. Theme parks. So they have a lot of theme parks. In my country, we don't really have a lot. So like when I go to other countries, I'm a very avid theme park goer, and I really, really enjoy seeing the different themes, how they differ, as well as roller coasters. I really love roller coasters. Some of the most popular ones that they have is Everland. And they have the indoor one called Lotte World. They also have Seoulland, and then they have Walmi Park, the Walmi area, which is known for its disco pang pang. So and it's Viking ride. Although there's really too much to mention here, but a lot of idols have already gone to theme parks. You will see it in probably every idol content that is online. If they did not go there while they're promoting as idols, they have probably gone there as kids or pre-debut. So some of the idols that I know, which is a very long list, to have gone, I'll say as much as I can, but there's Red Velvet, NCT, 17, there's SHINee, there's Super Junior, there is Big Bang 21. I could keep going on. At this point, probably every idol has probably gone to a amusement park before. They have different themes, like some have a safari or the highest roller coaster. You really have a variation to choose from, and it depends on what you want to do. I would say check out everything because it's probably a lot of fun, especially if you're going with your friends and your family. So much fun. Next up, for my nature goers. So if you're someone who enjoys nature, Korea is one of those places that really love recreational stuff. They do have a lot of parks within Seoul. However, they do have a lot of things outside Seoul, and that would be mountains. You can go hiking, you can go camping, or the more popular one is glamping. So glamping is more of like an upgraded version of camping, and it's an easier way to get introduced to camping. And glamping is super popular among the youth there or with families. When you're in nature, it's just really healing, especially if you live in the city, which when I do go to the provinces where they have mountains, it's just a very healing experience to be around nature. Second nature thing is the Han River. So the Han River is the expanse of Korea. It's really big, and there's just so many activities that you can do there. A lot of idols, they go there to have picnics with their friends. A lot of people, not just idols, but a lot of people go there to have picnics with their friends. They go biking, just hanging out, date time. It's just really nice to go relax beside the river, especially the sound of water is very healing. To think this is in the middle of a city, so it's very easy to go to. Plus, one of the plus things of being in the Han River is you can actually order. You can order food and they will deliver it to you there. So some of the idols that like to go there, Kang Daniel, there's 17 Joshua, I saw his Instagram post. There's Sandara, and then I think she was with Pio at the time. There's Taemin and Kai when they went there, and there was Una as well. There's so many idols that go there. It's just such an easily accessible area, and you'll definitely see an idol or two if you get lucky. And another thing to do at Han River is biking. So biking is, they have this, you can actually rent bikes there, and people like to go there to bike. In my language, presko, very fresh and airy, so a lot of idols like to do that. So some of the content that I have seen is NCT Jenon Jaemin when they went biking. It was very strenuous, but they did that. Mingyu likes to go biking as well. Mingyu of 17. There's also Astro's Moonbin and 17 Sungkwan when they went there. So I'll show you a clip. Usually there are a lot of idols that like to visit. SB19, they also went there before, so I just want to show you a clip of my friends. There's something called going to the mountains or stan. And what they do is they go to the valleys. So these are like freshwater areas. You can go swimming, you can go picnic, camping. It's like a combination of everything. You can even go barbecue and all that stuff. It's really a different experience. Like, people choose between the beach and the mountain. The mountain is just more relaxing and refreshing because you're around nature. And some of the idols that have done content or have gone there, there's 17 Jonghan when he went with his family. There's also Newest. They had content on that where you can see them in the river, just enjoying and bonding together. Food. You cannot go to Korea without checking out their food. They have so much food to choose from. They have really a lot of things that you'll be interested in. One of the things that they're well known for are cafes. I kid you not, the amount of cafes that are super cute, themed, are so many. And you don't just have to go to like the idol cafes, which there are so many as well. You can go to a lot of the themed cafes as well. They have cat cafes, they have owl cafes, they have an alpaca cafe, they have a hanbok cafe, they have a manga cafe. There's just so many, and you can just check them out. Check everything out, because their drinks are also good, their food is good as well. And apart from that, you can also check out their bingsu. Bingsu is sort of like the halo-halo in the Philippines, which looks like this, but the bingsu looks like this. It's bigger, more toppings, and sweeter, and there's just so much going on, and it's great for sharing. So that's one of the things you should definitely eat during summer, because it definitely cools you down. If you're looking for a heavier meal that is cool, there is naengmyeon, so it translates to cold noodles. That is a good treat that you can get that's very refreshing, especially during summer. Part of the fun of having summer in the city is having night markets, and night markets is probably a foodie's best friend, because you see everything, taste everything tastes great, and you can just keep getting it, and there's just so much variation for you guys to choose from. The list will be endless, and you'll probably spend the whole time at the night market. Do try some of their cuisine, especially night markets, because it's cheap and it's yummy. Last but not the least, we have music festivals. So music festivals are probably something a lot of K-pop idols do, especially during the summer. So they go to different parts around the country wherever there is a festival. So there was recently, there are festivals in Daegu, Suwon, Busan, different parts of South Korea around Seoul, where they have all these really big music festivals like the Dream K-pop Festival or the recent SM Town Live. If you are a K-pop fan, one of the best ways to see your idols perform on stage. And usually they have a lot of these festivals during summer, and it's not just one idol, it's probably a lot. The last time I went there during summer, I did manage to go to one. They did prioritize foreigners, so it was a free ticket. I was able to go there. It was for free. And during the time, I saw Sonyeonda, I saw Taemin, EXO, Block B, CN Blue, EXID, and I'll put the link up there. But there are a lot of idols who do this. Just name any idol, they'll probably do it during summer. And there's just so much to choose from. So have fun, take your pick, especially if your bias group is going to be performing or they're active at the time, they will definitely be performing there. Guys, that is it. That is it for my summer picks. I hope that you guys learned a little bit more about how it is like in summer, especially if you do plan to go there during the summer. A lot of people, even myself, I have told people that summer isn't exactly the best time to go. However, it doesn't mean that if you don't get to go during spring and autumn, which is the more desirable times to go, summer definitely has a lot to offer. And if you come from a tropical country like me, it's similar. It's a similar weather. You'll be fine. You'll be fine. Yeah, so I hope that you guys enjoyed my content. If you guys have a favorite summer activity to do, please comment it down below. If you guys have been to Korea, do tell me what you guys have done there. Comment it down below as well. But that is it for today. Thank you guys for watching. Don't forget to give it a thumbs up, a like and subscribe, and click that bell for notifications. I will see you guys later. Bye!